Hello, I wanted to show you the process how I was adding some extra light to my trunk. I have a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix, which the light has already fallen down, or it kind of already started the process a little bit, but the amount of light that little bulb puts out, then if you actually want to see anything back here, is pretty useless. But these, I believe they're advertised as COB chips on board light strips, advertised as daytime running lights, but I've used these as accent lightings in the car. They're relatively cheap. They just take forever when they're coming from Hong Kong or China or wherever they come from. You need a screwdriver, or I use a trim removal tool, some extra light, wire stripper, utility knife of some sort, crimpers here in case I need it but shouldn't, and some electrical tape. As you can see, I already brought it down. And in this car, wires are orange in color, are solid orange, and one's orange with a black stripe indicating the ground. And in a moment, I'll pause and do the next step, and then show you what I did. Alright, I wanted to show you how technique for, instead of using the vampire clips or push together clips, whatever you want to call them, for electrical connections. Make sure what you're going to connect has enough wire strip back. And what you do is carefully slice away from the insulation of the wire. I apologize, why am I not focusing? There we go. Enough where when you get it, you can stick your utility knife then through that. You can kind of wedge it apart, and equally as possible, you stick that, twist it up a little bit, stick it through, wrap it around, and then electrical tape the end. You have a super secure connection where you don't have to worry about soldering, but at the same time the clips sometimes could pull out or destroy the factory wiring. This, again, once you do that, it's secured on there, tape it up so you don't cross the wires, and you got a pretty good connection. I'm going to do that, connect my light now, and we'll come back in a sec. Alright, for the finished product, I made the connections, lights lit up, so I have positioned them to see where they'd be most effective, peeled off the tape, stuck them up there, put everything back together. So sorry there wasn't really a whole lot to show in that aspect, but if you rewind and see what we started with, and this is what we end up with, I'm pretty happy. You can see everything back there. On the Grand Prix anyways, there's kind of a ridge where it's flat, and then it kind of slants both back and then forward. I ended up using both lights and put it on that ridge so that it's kind of slanting forward. They're only about an inch apart, but one's kind of pointing towards the back and one's kind of pointing towards the front, so we got good illumination in the front. Plus, it actually shines out of the trunk a little bit, so it's kind of nice where you could probably see what's out here and a little bit on the ground and stuff like that. Probably going to glare in the camera, but kind of see. Oh, fingers in the way, sorry. There we go, there's a good shot where the original light was, where I got the new one pointing towards the back, and the new one more towards the front. Don't really need anything straight down because the original one would cover that, but these are so wide that they give enough plenty of light. And finally, when I'm going to the trunk trying to find something, I'll be able to see. So happy with this project. In the end, I think those lights are under $10, and it's an easy add-on to do this probably to any vehicle. I'll be doing this to a future vehicle, and we'll have a video on that, be on probably an expedition. So if you want, I'll give you a little bonus shot. I have blue of the same kind of lights up under my footwell. Video probably shows, it looks a little purple on my screen, but that's definitely a blue color, and they light up the footwells pretty well. So, have a good day. See you next time.